Hi everybody, happy Pisces New Moon to you. I hope you're doing well, and I'm sending lots of love over this next new moon cycle. So just a little tune in for this Pisces New Moon. It's a really good reminder that moons, of course, they don't just stand in isolation to themselves. So whereas there can be a textbook version of what a Pisces new moon is, which is, love and romance and imagination and all these different things, they're happening with the rest of the cosmos. So March is a really big astrological month, which I'm going to be writing and talking about a lot more over the next couple of weeks to give a sort of context. So we can't separate the Pisces new moon from this whack of shit that's happening. So this moon, when I was feeling into it, there's a tenderness to it. There is a deep sensitivity. There's, from my own life, from clients' lives, from my collective, there's a lot of deep, sometimes wounding coming up right now, which is a lot to do with what's happening in March, which I'll explain later. And so really when I was feeling into this new moon, it's a time of deep compassion for others and their personal journeys right now, but way more for ourselves, really having to hold ourselves in that tenderness, in those things that are bubbling up from the surface, that really are wanting to be met and held and not figured out. Pisces new moon is a great reminder for us all to prioritize the felt sense, our feeling nature. That anytime we start to try and intellectualize something of, oh, this person did this to me, we immediately come out of our feeling body. And so really over Pisces season, this beautiful month of flow and ease and higher connection, but also, exploring our own feelings and emotional nature and remembering how quickly they can change, really meeting it just with compassion and love and tenderness. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't need to know. Really over this next moon cycle, really almost like in tandem with your emotions, just to ride them and not in a like, okay, and I'm just going to let them like drag me back down, but almost like a companionship, really allowing that to be felt within. And this new moon is right beside Saturn. And so Saturn can come in as a bit of a harsh voice or a taskmaster, which is again why maybe often I would say a Pisces new moon, I'm just like, oh, just playing magic and, just have fun, drift and dream all day. With Saturn starting the cycle with the Pisces new moon, there is that bringing all of that into our reality. Be met with reality when sometimes we might want to be in this fantastical, imaginal realm often. There can feel an inner critic or a harshness coming up. Every time we dream this possible life or vision for ourselves, then that taskmaster Saturn bringing us back down and like, is this possible? Can you actually do that? And then being like, cool, hear you, love you. And I'm actually going to try and do it anyways. Or I'm actually going to allow myself to drift and dream without knowing the how. And Venus is in her last degrees of Pisces, like an hour later after the new moon, she enters Aries, but it's almost like this last hit of Piscean energy. So wanting to connect with others, wanting to merge with others. And again, sometimes, riding this wave of elation and despair, of joy and pain, and realizing that they're all part of us. One isn't better than the other, but really it's the dance between two that allows us to experience life and to meet ourselves and others wherever we might be at. So compassion, like just the biggest. I don't know what the circle is, but just really meeting yourself, being so tender, remembering how held and loved you are, hopefully by the people in your life, but more than that, by this great mother energy that can be really felt, really nourishing for those tender spots that might be coming up over this crazy astrological month that's coming up. So That's it for now. Happy Pisces New Moon. Wishing you so much love and tenderness. And whatever's coming up, whatever's bubbling to the surface, remembering that inner strength and empowerment piece that lives within all of us. Okay, much love.